What can we learn from a caged bird in our lives? Speedy Moments with JT. Let's get it.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a real announcement to make. It's just that I'm feeling real good right now. We've been doing all right.
What can we learn from a caged bird in our lives? See, back in the day, man, when I grew up, Phoenix City, Alabama, Frederick Douglass Apartments, the choice of pets for a black culture was either a pit bull or a Rottweiler. But I had one particular friend, man, who had a different pet. It was opposite of them. He had a bird. He was the only one in the whole complex that had one. So every time I go over to his house, every time I go over to the crib, we'll play the game. That bird would always try to fly out of the cage. So God gave me a heart and God gave me compassion even back then. So every time that bird tried to fly and every time my boy left the room, I would try to open up the cage to let the bird out so it can fly to its maximal potential. But I could never get the bird cage open. So what can we learn from this situation? What can we learn from this example? See, that bird was given the ability, was given a gift of flight by God. See, God implanted the gift of flight inside of that bird. But every time that bird tried to fly, every time that bird tried to use that gift was restrained by that cage. So how can we learn from this? What can we take from this? See, God has given each and every one of us a gift. You were born with it. See, you wasn't born with a job. You wasn't born with a career. You weren't born with anything, but you were born with the gift. And that gift that God has given you is supposed to be used to the fullest, to your maximum potential, so that you can glorify Him and it can be for the betterment of other people. But a lot of times in our lives, when we try to use our gifts, there's a cage. And the cage comes in many forms. The cage can be our own self-doubt. The cage can be our family. The cage can be society. The cage can be your friends. The cage can be anything. And that cage is designed to try to stop, to try to constrain, to try to restrain your gift from flying to its highest abilities. So what I want us to do right now, and what I want us to learn from this caged bird situation is this. Don't allow anybody to put your gift inside of a cage to where you're not able to use it for the glory of God and for the betterment of other people. Fly high. Take all those cages and throw them away. Don't allow anybody, no society, no friend, no family, not even ourselves, to place our gifts inside of a cage. Fly high.